I was just driving home from my parents' house, which involves a bit of a drive around some fairly fast flowing countrified lanes, and then realised that everything was slowing down a little bit. And it became clear that there was a small car that was kind of diagonally across the road. And my first thought was that there'd been an accident, and maybe we're the first people on the scene. And the traffic behind us was backing up and on the other side, and there wasn't really much happening. And then these two guys in a 4x4 opposite kind of drove towards them, wound the window down. I thought they were helping, but it looked like they were talking at them a bit more. And it became apparent that the people in the car were an older couple, and the guy who was driving was like wound down his window and just did a thumbs up as if everything was okay, but really it wasn't okay because they were blocking the road. And anyway, these other guys seemed to get a bit angry and just drove past basically. And then it all felt quite static, and I just kept thinking, why is nobody helping? So I kind of assessed the safety, pulled over, put the hazards on, got out, knocked on the window and had a chat and just said, are you okay? Do you need any help? And they were like, oh, I think the battery is gone. But they didn't seem to be cognizant of the fact that they were causing quite a block and it was quite dangerous where they were. So another lady I happen to know came out of the car opposite, and then another gentleman, and between us we managed to get a plan to push them back and forth a little bit into a place of safety, while he was trying to get the wheel to lock round. Then a young guy got out of the car and came running and helped, and we all kind of intuitively did it together, and it sort of, got them to safety fairly swiftly. And as we were trying to get back in our cars, noticed that people were trying to drive through and push through. And it just made me reflect on, wow, people respond really differently in those moments. And sometimes self-interest gets the better of us, and we might get resistant and want to push through and see that as an inconvenience, or even get annoyed. And yeah, if we come from a place of compassion and understand that people might be vulnerable, we can work together to help each other. And maybe that's a metaphor on a bigger scale for society. And it's not to say that I'm an angel, because often I get road ragey, irrationally, and kind of get annoyed with myself for that response, really. So it's just a gentle reminder to kind of think about where we're acting from what place we are expressing ourselves, and what could be possible if we brought a little more compassion.